Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Clay the Carpenter Guida! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Arman Tsarukyan!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, let us get to the early round action here, and a lot of people believe that Arman Tsarukyan eventually will be a UFC champion. Had a main event with Mateusz Gamrot, that did not go his way, but he's back on the horse, still believes that he will be a force to be reckoned with in this division, and as far as this matchup is concerned, doesn't really see a whole lot of holes in his opponent's game, so we'll see how he chooses to attack. Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through.
Great punch.
Beautiful straight punch there by Guida. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. And that one certainly found the target. Fast pace here in the early going. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
Well-timed knee lands for the more well-rounded fighter. If you're the wrestler now, does that give you pause with your takedown game or not necessarily?
A little bit, because generally when they lead the knee up the middle, you kind of drive into him and take him down. That speaks to the impact that knee landed, that it made him take a step back, opposed to trying to continue that takedown.
Takedown defense is there. Lands a jab. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Big double leg, double change.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Making all these shots count. Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Tsarukyan. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. He's having his way with him here. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah,
somehow.
he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow, you need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Tsarukyan is in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. That was nice.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out. Tsarukyan's going for a choke here.
It's tight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Round 2 straight ahead.
All right, take a seat. Listen, great round, man. You really kept the pressure on him. I told you were going to win this fight with cardio. Let's keep that pace up and let's keep putting that pressure on him.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, DC's back from the can as we get this next round underway, and his striking in that previous round was so good. I got tired just watching that output.
I mean, he did a great job of landing strikes, but not only just punches, not only just strikes, they were significant strikes. A lot of punches outside of the jab. I've gotten in trouble a lot of times about what's significant and what's not.
Right.
But I'm telling you, he landed a lot of punches that were very easy to make that determination.
Leave the stat guys alone.
Leave him alone, man. Over and over, I get in trouble.
Superman punch now.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, and he defends another takedown here. I'm not sure when frustration sets in for the wrestler, but been uphill sledding thus far.
Well, he thought that he'd be able to secure these takedowns, and you can see him getting frustrated every single time this balanced fighter defends one. Hats off to the balanced fighter, though. He knew it was in front of him, and they prepared himself accordingly to defend these takedown attempts.
Guida gets the double leg takedown now. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Unable to land with that punch.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Just out of range with that right hook. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Wow, what a head kick. Guida's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. And a miss with the right hook.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Side control now. Guida's in half guard.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Guida's back in half guard.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, reverses the position there. Nice transition by Tsarukyan. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Straight back. Get that knee in, shrimp.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Tsarukyan is right back to the full mount here. 30 seconds to go in round 2.
Beautiful transition.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Final seconds here of round 2. Round 3 next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let us get you some replays after that round, and he is definitely dealing with a damaged nose now. We'll see if we can isolate the strike that caused the damage.
Yeah, and there it is, right? It was this one right here that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose. It's not a bad cut. The nose isn't demolished yet, but if he keeps getting hit there, it will be. And then everything becomes very difficult. So what he's got to do is he's got to move. He's got to be smarter in his approach in this next round.
He didn't seem all that phased on the stool. The cut man has stopped the bleeding for now, but we will continue to keep an eye on this developing storyline here as this fight continues. All right, next round. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Guida. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Guida's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, has the guard closed here.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing the land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good work from the top here by Tsarukyan. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Back mount now. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Tsarukyan.
Nice.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Oh, right into mount. This is a terrible position. using a lot of good movement.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. Well, he is clearly losing this fight. It has not been his best performance, but he can change all of that with a late submission.
He's struggled because he hasn't been able to get this fight to the ground. Now he needs to abandon his setup to his takedown, grab his opponent, and try to take him to the floor so he can chase the submission.
Guida's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. 90 seconds now to go in this one. Rips the body there. Wow, huge head kick.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Oh!
He has to evade, stay at space.
Oh!
Hurt him again.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. What a last minute. Well, I'm blind as a bat, but it looks like that's a cut. It is.
Yeah, you can see a little blood starting to come out there. What a beautiful shot landed that cut his opponent.
Oh, nice overhand right.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Oh, big left hand.
Hands high, hands high.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Guida. Nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
For decision. All three judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Arman Tsarukyan!
All right, so not much suspense there as Bruce Buffer reads the scorecards. A dominant performance for the more well-rounded fighter here tonight against the wrestler.
Never allowing the wrestler to get comfortable. I'm going to tell you, as a wrestler myself, John, it's all about getting comfortable out there, and he never allowed him to. He defended those takedowns, stayed upright, and really executed the game plan beautifully, and wins a dominant decision.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Mackenzie, Dern. And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Lupita Godinez.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here, and it has been amazing to watch the star power increase for one Mackenzie Dern. There was a time when she had negative emotions about mixed martial arts training, not anymore. Now she is on a definite strawweight championship trajectory, and she said if she can take this opponent down, ideally submit her in short order, there will be no denying her as this division's #1 contender. All right, so there it is, early on in the fight, just as she told us she was going to be able to get the takedown at will. So far, so good. We'll see what she can do with it now on the ground.
She was so sure of it. Even though her opponent is so well-rounded, she knew that she held the advantage on the ground, and she was intent to get it there, and she got it there very early. Oh, nice.
Dern's trying for a submission here. Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Wow, she got to the armbar. That was nice.
Holding the position, might still be able to get a submission here. Oh, tremendous escape by her there.
Beautiful submission defense on display by this young lady. Big ground and pound.
Create a scramble. Let's go.
And now she's in mount.
Keep working.
Oh, she reverses position on the ground. Beautifully done. And now she gains the dominant position. Ooh, she's got the arm locked in tight.
She's got it set up. She's in position now.
Oh, somehow she gets out.
It was locked in. She somehow survived.
Oh, nice strike on the ground for her. Dern's able to transition back to side control now.
All right, you're doing great, girls. You're doing great.
She's so busy because it's working. She's doing a great job of landing those ground strikes.
Oh, nice punch there by Godinez. Lands a big elbow there. Now these two women separate from the clinch.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Now mixing one into the body. Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Oh, she's got that Kimura locked in tight.
You got that. Finish hard.
Oh, I thought she might succumb. She gets out.
I thought she was going to sleep. I thought it was over.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Lupi. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Dern's back in half guard. Oh, and there it is. So after an extended battle on the ground, she gets back to her feet, and the crowd is absolutely eating it up.
She was not going to settle on her back. Even though it was very difficult, she finally works her way back up, and now she's got to let the hands go.
Left punch followed by a right. Nice 1-2 there by Godinez. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Well, she's already landed several big takedowns, and there's another one. So you got to like what you're seeing here. This offensive wrestling is on point tonight.
It's unbelievable. The variety of takedowns is what I am truly a fan of. It's not just one thing. She is doing different approaches, different takedowns to really, really confuse her opponent. Oh, look, she got a dart. It's tight.
Also, how about that? Looked pretty tight, but she gives up on the submission.
She flattens her out. This could be a lot of trouble. Nice transition.
20 seconds left. Godinez is in half guard. Well, she does not seem to fear anything powerful coming back her way as she continues to land some big shots here from the top.
She's doing a really good job of dictating the engagements in this position. Oh, nice headlock.
Ooh, oh, saved by the bell, round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round.
You gotta change it up a little.
All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and she is just not the tap in tight. That submission looked pretty tight to me.
It looked very tight, and she looked surprised that her opponent did not tap, that her opponent did not go out. But she looked surprised. But she has to understand that she's in there with a very high-level grappler, and that happens in those types of situations.
Our next round is now underway. She told us on Thursday, I'm not the tapping type, I'm not the napping type, and those words certainly proved prophetic there in that previous round.
They have held true. She was in such a deep submission attempt. For her to still be here right now is truly
much tougher she is than me? Do you have any idea?
John, I think you're selling yourself short. You seem pretty tough. I've been on the basketball court.
I'm in.
Great job getting to a position and landing the takedown.
Dern's in half guard now. Attempting a choke now. Oh, she's got the arm triangle locked in tight.
She's got it in deep now.
Oh, how about that? She gives up on the submission now. Nice job by her there. The bottom fighter continuing to slip these ground and pound offerings. Godinez is back in full guard now. Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Nicely done. She's got her back now. Setting up a sub here. Oh, she's got the arm.
She's got it isolated, John.
Oh, great submission defense as she gets out. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Godinez. Well, she was long on grappling experience.
Oh, Kimura attack. Yup.
That is tight.
Oh, that looks tight and painful.
She is going to rip her arm off if she doesn't tap.
Dern's back to the side control now. 3 minutes now to go in this one.
All right, she's in the north-south position. She's stepping over the mount here. Oh.
All right, so after a great back-and-forth engagement on the ground, the fighters get back to their feet, and the crowd really showing their support for these two women.
The crowd goes crazy because they appreciate the high-level grappling that these two women just exhibited for them.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Dern's in half guard.
That was a slick transition.
Darce choke attempt here.
Oh my goodness, that Darce choke is very tight. Oh, she's working so hard.
Oh, she's out, and I don't mean unconscious. How did she escape? Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Back and forth we go. Nice kick to the body. All right, so perhaps some frustration starting to set in for her now as the jiu-jitsu fighter floors her yet again.
I mean, she is such a great...
Dern's looking for that arm triangle now.
Oh, it's getting tight. Great decision there. Maintain position over submission. Very, very smart.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
That was nice.
Dern's in half guard. Oh, and with urgency, she is back up again. 30 seconds to go in the round.
That's a big strike right there.
Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now.
Nice, clean left hand by her.
Seconds winding down in round two. Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Round three coming up next.
She won that last round because she's more active. She wasn't even close to submitting you, but she's going to win on the judges' scorecards. I need you to go back out there this round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We're going to get you some replays here. Her submission offense is outstanding, just unable to get it tight enough there.
She's such a great grappler. She manipulates you so well on the ground that you see why people try to avoid grappling with her at all costs. But she got the fight where she wanted to. She almost got the submission that would have ended the fight. What a kick. That one landed.
Oh, she continues to punish the body yet again here, just as she did in the previous round. All right, so next round getting underway here, and if you look at these two women, you may think it's the start of the fight. Absolutely impressive where their cardio is at here as we hit this next round, and you wonder what it's going to take to tire these women out. At least if the first couple rounds are any indication, they look like they could go 25 hard minutes with ease. Nice. Nicely done.
Huge knee lands to the clinch.
Immediately gets the underhook.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, nice jab there by Godinez.
Great timing on that double leg.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
She's got it very tight.
Like the arm might end the fight, instead she gets out.
It was over, and that's so discouraging for the opponent to survive something like that. Hats off to this young lady in her submission defense.
Oh, wow, she's got the arm triangle tight.
She's got it in tight.
Squeeze that arm triangle.
She's got it. I think she's got it.
And Kelvin is going to do it. Oh, she got out.
What a beautiful display of submission defense by this young lady.
Oh, she's got her back.
Good pressure. Keep going with that.
Dern's in half guard. Man, Mark Coleman would be proud. Her ground and pound game is on point. And there she goes again, landed another strike on the ground. Oh, pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Dern's now trying for the Kimura. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, tremendous escape by her there.
Beautiful submission defense on display by this young lady. Nice.
All right, well, through no lack of effort, she still hasn't been able to get the submission. You got to credit the defense at some point here.
Absolutely. This young lady is so present defensively when she's under attack. She never panics. She's so calm under pressure. She seems to be a person that can't be submitted.
Now, seemingly, even when she gets her hands up, a lot of these strikes are getting through, and looks like some swelling on her head area now.
I mean, swelling on her head. You know, she's getting beat up. Make no mistake about it. She's taking far too many of these shots. What she needs to do is get active in her defense. Make sure that she doesn't get hit with too many shots clean. Because while it may not be bad yet, it's only going to get worse.
Well, not sure if there's an injury or something, but here we are late in this fight, and she absolutely needs a finish or she's not going to win this fight.
Well, she needs a finish. She's taking a beating. I mean, she's fatigued. She's exhausted. She sees a fighter that has gotten the best of her. I can understand the frustration when she has to throw all that out the window and go try to chase a finish.
Oh, beautiful job by her to reverse position on the ground, and now she's in a spot to maybe finish this fight.
Yeah, she did a really good job of reversing the position and going right on the offense to gain her dominant position. That's a very high fight IQ. Oh, nice headlock.
Ooh, look how tight that arm triangle is.
Oh, yeah, she's got it deep.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? In full guard now, DC, and I know when you're in this position, you're looking to pass the half guard pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to get the half guard so I can start to get up ground and pound. This is exactly what she needs to do. Not only does it get you to a position to get off ground and pound.
Godinez is looking for that arm triangle. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
2-on-1, 2-on-1.
She's still got it locked in.
She's like a dog on a bone. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
right, so she continues to attack the body to great effect. Actually, some redness now underneath the elbow of her opponent.
Yeah, she does a great job of attacking the body in multiple different ways, and it's starting to pay dividends for her.
All right, so they go the distance here tonight. Certainly had her takedown game going, and that was obviously the big storyline in this one.
It was a focus during her training camp to get better in the wrestling exchanges, to secure as many takedowns as she could possibly get a hold of. She did that today in spades, and she has earned a very good victory.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-26, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Mackenzie Dern!
All right, Bruce, thank you very much. So the human pretzel gets it done tonight. She doesn't get the submission, but man, is she fun to watch in really any grappling set.
She's very fun to watch. I mean, she's so good at making you fight her in her realm. She's so good at making you fight her where she's comfortable, and she dominates once the fight is on the ground. Whether she's on her back or she's in top control, she's always winning, or at least it always seems as though she's winning.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Teixiera! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Kelvin Gastelum.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, so here he is, the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Glover Teixiera, as we get ready for the start of this round. He has said to us repeatedly that his jiu-jitsu functionally is the best in all of mixed martial arts, and he will try to put it to good use in this particular matchup here tonight.
That was a beautiful left hook by Teixiera.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Trying to establish the jab early on here. We'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Oh, body shot.
Outstanding knee to the body there. He's the taller fighter. He might as well put that size to good use, and he certainly did so there. So all eyes on Glover Teixiera here early. Certainly feels like the takedown could be there, but the left hook is what he opens with.
I mean, you watch him move like Mike Tyson. The shoulders are moving side to side. He's on the pendulum, just going forward into you, throwing that right hand and following with that beautiful left hook. Glover, guillotine. Yep, that guillotine, Steve.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Gastelum's in half guard now. Making all these shots count. Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. busy as he looks to improve position here.
Getting them out here. He's got to start throwing down.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? And there it is. Another strike on the ground gets through. Well, he postures up again and delivers it. Look at it hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight! Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 40 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kelvin Gastelum.
All right, so the UFC wins continue to pile up for the oncoming force that is Kelvin Gastelum. Few can keep up with his pressure, his power, his pace. And tonight with style points, Gastelum takes another step closer to the top of the mountain and that UFC title. What a fighter. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vitor! Petrino! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Walt, the Big Chicken Harris!
You ready? You ready?
Well, every time we walk into this here Madison Square Garden, I think I will always think about you in 2017. It was UFC 217 championship triple header, and it was Thug Rose.
It was the most insane night of fighting ever. Bisping St. Pierre. Cody Garbrandt got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw. Then Rose Namajunas knocked out Giovanni Jacek, and we absolutely went crazy. One of the greatest pictures of announcers in sports history. It was all 3 of us, and we looked like that poster with the monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It was crazy. What a phenomenal night in a great arena.
Oh, uppercut lands. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him. Clean punch. Big shot lands for both guys.
Oh, beautiful straight left hand.
Those are big strikes. Real quick leg kick. He threw the flying knee and it landed to the head.
All right, going for a single leg takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him there.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg.
All right, half guard position, trying to set up a choke here. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Still trying to get the submission here. Oh, submission Russian defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Harris is back in half guard, very comfortable here. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He lands a solid punch there.
Clipped him with the right hand there.
More strikes to the head.
Big power shot there.
Nice.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following the game plans, and it's working.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. Oh!
This could be it.
And landing some nasty strikes. Oh, nice.
20 seconds left. Oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the outside.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, let's get to round two. Well, in that previous round, didn't look like we would get to this next round, DC, but here we are.
He had him hurt very, very badly, but he could not find that last shot to shut the lights out, to close the door. He couldn't close the door, but that's a testament to his opponent being able to recover when he got hurt real bad. Big shot to the head. I mean, over and over, he is taking these strikes to the head.
Oh, the leg kick lands.
I'm spamming leg kicks if I'm playing the game.
Nice jab. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedowns.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Great time on that takedown.
So how about this? We thought different round, maybe things would change. This kickboxer is chasing takedowns all night.
I mean, when you're having the success in the hands that he's having, you didn't imagine he would switch the game up. But I think at this point, Now it's just
Arm triangle attempt here.
nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, he's out.
You need to work out his position.
Changing the position.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Now he's going full mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep the half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's gonna end very early.
Oh, he might get finished here.
Heard it again.
And back to his feet. Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find the punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Takedown defense holds up. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, nasty cut right on the bridge of the nose. He is bleeding.
That's it. You gotta get that opening. You gotta hit that cut.
30 seconds to go in round two.
Lands a solid kick right there.
Get your space. I want you to see your range.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
Oh, man.
Final seconds here of round two. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work.
So you gotta outwork him.
All right, so a huge round for him there. That head kick probably would have had me out for good. The guy survives to see another round.
Yeah, but he'll go back to that. It landed so perfectly. He set it up great. He did a great job of mixing up the target early, going up high, and getting the desired result.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Oh, big head kick there. Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Fighter lands a left punch now. Harris, nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. the head. Lands a hook there. Well, body language is a great indicator, and that is one confident man right there after a big knockdown in the previous round.
He did everything right to secure that knockdown. Perfect setup with the hands, got the knockdown. Let's see if he can go find the shot that's gonna finish the fight.
Oh, another beautiful body shot there. You see the damage starting to...
Oh, hurt it bad. That was lightning fast, that right hand.
Oh, right hook attempt, no good. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Well, we got a lot of blood.
That body's done, man. Body's done.
Oh, massive kick lands flush. Head kick blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you're blocking them a little bit, they still put damage on you.
Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Oh, really good with the kick to the body. All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, no more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're gonna lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
Under 2 minutes to go in our third and final round. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's
really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, looks like he's got the sub locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Throwing that jab, no good. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Nice punch lands.
All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that just goes to the toughness that he has to be still standing after taking such a damaging shot. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Establishing the jab here. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Walt, the Big Chicken Harris.
All right, no surprise as the wrestler gets it done on all 3 scorecards against the kickboxer. Crowd was loving the kickboxer walking out. Now they're showing their appreciation for the wrestler after a most dominant performance tonight.
Expectation versus reality.
Yeah.
The expectation was that the kickboxer was going to do something fun, but the reality was it was this wrestler's night. And look at him now, taking it all in as he earned that unanimous decision.